What's up, you guys? It's Jake Gordon here. Welcome back to another video. Now today I'm going to show you how my client Felipe went from 0 to 30k in under a month over the course of 2 to 3 months times. Now I'm going to literally show you step by step on this whiteboard in a second the rinse and repeat process, what we do step by step, how to get to these kind of numbers just on Google Shopping. Rinse and repeat, no fancy little side widgets, no fancy tools, just rinse and repeat how we scale up to 30k a month with Google Ads in under 3 months. Now just touching on Felipe real quick, now he's got no prior experience to running proper Google Ads. He has a niche store in the kind of beauty and kind of like, self-repair kind of niche, but not really doing consistent good numbers just because the search volume is there. So he really never experienced this kind of, massive volume in a short amount of time. So I'm going to show you exactly this, like I said before, how we do that in a short amount of time. Now keep in mind, this is only like the beginning of Google Ads. Like once he starts to scale up, like it gets better and better and better. The more conversions you give Google, guess what? The better and better it gets. So 30k like in 3 months time, that'll be like nothing. 100k should be the norm. So that's the beauty with Google Ads. It's like I've talked about before in the past. Like the more conversions you give it, unlike Facebook where like you're kind of holding on your breath, if a product dies in like a month, Google Ads, it can run for years and years and years. And like I said before, the more conversions he feeds this campaign, 30k will be like, bad month, right? He should be expecting 100k very soon. Now, I'm going to draw exactly step by step, like literally what you need to do from phase 1 to just starting out, testing, to phase 2 to scaling, and to phase 3 keeping the thing alive. So I'm just going to draw on this whiteboard real quick. Now let's say, for example, we're going to copy, Felipe's store, right? So when we're starting out, we've just, got 50 products on a test campaign. So there's nothing fancy. We've just went out there and chose 50 good products that we think we can sell, with Google Ads only. So we start with 50 and then we'll transition. Now here's a very basic example. Let's stay out the 50 products. Let's go worst case scenario, because I always like to go worst case. Let's say 40 products were just trash. 40 products had to be killed, so we kill them. But let's say 10 products that we found. Now this is on the worst case scenario. If I have 50 products, I like to find more than 10. I would love to find more than 10 for sure. But worst case scenario, we've got to go. So let's say he found 10 products, which I think he did. He's got around that. So 10 products are being scaled, and let's just say on average 10 of those products are making him about $300 of profits, a day. Some are going to be higher, some are going to be lower for sure. But if we just do an average one, it's going to be much easier to calculate, right? So let's say he's making $3,000 in profit with all these products, a day. So that tenfolds pay, for the 40 bad products, because what he can do now is let's just say out of the SPCs, let's just say 2 died, because some products will just die, it's just normal. But the other 8 that he's got, we've got 3 are now making him 1,000 because he's starting to scale up, using stuff like manual enhance, target ROAS, and let's just say the other 5 they're still at about $300 profit. So now he's at about 4.5k in profit, and that's what you should see once you start scaling, because products should get better. But now what he's going to do is he's not going to take the money and go out and buy Rolexes, a new house, a new rental apartment. You can't do that if you want. But what you should be doing when it's something that's making you money is you take that money out and you put it into 50 more products. And what you do is it becomes like a flywheel. You rinse and repeat this forever. Ideally, you can scale to other one product stores and niche stores and all that kind of stuff. But if this is working well so far, you just want to keep repeating, finding new SPCs, keeping the winners, doing the same with the test campaign. Let's say again you found 10 products out of 50. Okay, 10 are good, 40 are bad. But if you just keep doing this vicious cycle, you'll never lose. And you'll always be up and up and up. What most people do is once they find 1 or 2 SBCs, and let's say they don't know how to properly scale them, let's say it makes them a little bit of money so far, they're not continuing to test. You should always be testing, because eventually it's going to dry up. Let's just be honest. And also as well, what Felipe's trying to do right now is, he's at the stage now where he can pay for a VA. So some of this money out of here, he's going to be putting that into a VA, paying them, to manage the emails, so he can go out there and get more 50 products, rinse and repeat. So yeah, dudes, I just wanted to make this quick testimonial, kind of case study, whatever you want to call it, on how Felipe, took my advice step by step. And this is how you really scale campaigns. I'm going to make another video after this, you know, how I've scaled a campaign to 2.5k in sales in 10 days. I think it's 15 days or whatever, right? But it's still absolutely amazing just by exhausting this formula, rinse and repeat. So yeah, dudes, I hope you enjoyed this kind of video. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.